Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with day 6 of LOAD 1020, the Royals, and day 6 of the 30 Days of Sketches from Christie's Beautiful Life. And I'm stacking those back again, stacking those today. This is the sketch. It's a really simple sketch that could be so flexible and have so many interpretations. I'm kind of treating it a little bit as if it were a kind of a film strip, and I've got I'm planning to have an embellishment there. And my title on the last little element here, I'm going to use flowers instead of hearts. So it was an easy one for me to plan out as far as the components, and I had to go hunt for just the right photos. The load prompt was about physical characteristics that are passed down from one generation to another, and it used as an example the fact that the royal family was happy that Prince William did not have his father's ears. So I thought that was kind of humorous there. Certainly, like when my son was born, his father said, "Oh, thank goodness he doesn't have that Sonia nose." And that was the first time, actually, the very first time in my life. I was 28 years old, I guess. 27 maybe. 27. It was the first time I had ever heard any criticism of my nose or any nose in my family. And to be honest, that never bothered me a whole lot because, you know, my nose was my nose and there wasn't much I was going to do about it. So let's see what I'm going to use. What I'm focusing on is curly hair. And as Ava's hair is growing back after chemo, it's not long and heavy and thick like it was, obviously, before she started chemo. So she and everybody else is surprised that it's this little beautiful crop of dark brown curls. And it'll straighten out and get more wavy as it gets longer and it gets overall heavier. But for now, it's curly, and everybody's remarking on that. And then they remember that Katie also had curly hair. She's a hairstylist and has been since she was, 10. And but this is a photo of her in 2006. She was 4 at the time. And it was a very humid day in South Louisiana on the 4th of July at my Aunt Rena's house, right next door to the house that I grew up in. And my hair did its thing and curled nicely that day with all the humidity, and hers did too. So this photo kind of shows who's to blame for the girl's curly hair. And so my journaling is going to say, for some reason, the girls blame me for their naturally curly hair. So what I'm using, this background paper, it could be taken as waves in an ocean. I'm going to interpret it as curly hair. It's Old School by Heidi Swapp, and I just love it. I used, this is from my September Mind the Scrap kit. I used the other side, which was like a portrait film. It's an amazing sheet of paper as well. I love that collection. And I have a piece of it. This was a scrap of really blackish navy blue paper that I think might have, it looks like as white on the other side, so I'm thinking it's a paper pad. This paper was the cardstock color in the September kit, and I had a scrap. I had to cut 2 banners and kind of join them, so that's going to go behind this instead of over it, although I could probably disguise that if I wanted to. I think I like it like this, and I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it until I start mounting the photos on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because the color scheme in the photos is kind of different from what's in the papers and the embellishments. I think I'm going to put this one up here, although there will be a flower kind of overlapping onto there. Let me put that here. Now I have distressed the edges of the photos to add dimension. I've got this up on foam, and I'll mount it that way when I do get ready to mount it. And these are printed on a really high rag content paper. It's a specific type of photographic paper, and I really I hate that. The adhesive kind of tends to tear it up in layers. So when I cut it on my trimmer, even if the blades are, actually this is going to go down at the bottom, because we look at the curly hair and then we look at whose fault it is. I'm going to do this here. That works. Okay, so that means I want my, if I were to place this here, I want this kind of right there. And I want it even. Let me make sure I get this on. I'll get it here, and then I'll slide this down to here. I want it about equal distance from, let me press on that and tape there. Do the same thing over here. And now that it's taped down, I can kind of curl the ends. Curl like that. And like that. Okay, so I've got that. I have fussy cut some Paige Evans Go the Scenic Route florals. And let's see, I want one to go up here. I think, let's see which one would be best up there. This one is the title, and it's going to go there. And I may pop it up on some more foam. I've put foam back of this is the same as that, so for sure I don't want that one there. I'll do that one here, and I'll face it a different way. And then I'll put that there and that there. Okay, that's gonna work. I will put this in. Normally I might cut that across and have it snug right up to the edge there, but I'm not doing that this time because I really like the different colors of leaves that are on these florals on this particular paper in this collection. Okay, so I'm gonna do this here. This is coming together really quickly, and I'm happy for that. I could do it like this so that these kind of follow that and curl the way that that curls. I'm going to put this one horizontally, kind of right there, and I'll let this one be horizontal because of course that's there. I'm going to put one more layer of foam under there so that it is maybe a little more prominent. And then I'm going to put a little bit, like one layer of foam under these these are bits, the scrap that I had of that paper had some floral bits that were cuttable. So I'm cutting this one to add another layer of flower there. And I'm going to add another leaf under here at a different level. Move that. I can see the end of this and I don't want to see it. Okay. And then I can do this one maybe right here. I hate to let, when I really love a floral, I hate to let any bits go unused. So I use even those little scraps. And I like this one. And the fact that I'm putting it flat down without any foam and the flower has foam gives it a little bit different dimension. So there. Okay. I think I'm done except for the small embellishments and the journaling. And the journaling is it's kind of bothering me where I might put the journaling. There's some room right here on the photo, so I may do it there. That's the most likely place. So I'm going to put a couple of hearts down here. Let's see, I've got this, I like this mint green, and that mint green is in these leaves, so I think I can get away with using that. And then now I'm going to do some, let me test that on this paper. These are glittery pink drops. It was one of the, they're Nouveau drops, in case I didn't say that. These pink glittery ones were part of the swag bag at Heather's Crafty Life. Retreat that I missed in August, and I was thrilled to get these in the, let me come down here and go off onto the black and white again. I'm going to finish that off with a flat lavender purple. And it's kind of a nod to that paper. Let me test that. Generally, I'm finding that the flat ones kind of perform better if you consider performing better, that they form nicer circles and stay in that circular shape so that they look a little more like enamel dots. But as for myself, I tend to go with and like and enjoy whatever shape they care to take. I don't fuss over perfection there. So this is it. I'm going to stick with the simplicity of the sketch. I'm not going to go too far afield there. And I used, other than these little hearts and the Nouveau drops, all my embellishments are paper, just fussy cut paper. So I'm very happy with it, and I think it's a worthwhile interpretation of the load prompt. It's and I've just called it curly. Let me actually take that Y off and point it a different direction. That looks more, and the word curly is meant to look curly. And doesn't that look like curly hair, right? Okay, so don't, missing in all of this is the fact that I spend, you know, a few $100s a year trying to make mine uncurly, but never mind that. It is what it is, but it isn't what it was. So let's go with that. So thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for another load prompt and another sketch from 30 Days of Sketches. Bye.